They say summer is the time to live in Chicago, and that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 12 carries, 87 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Everson Griffin drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. Now here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields. Off play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Down to about the 37. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as a head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League. With the Bears at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On fourth down, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Shifts by him. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now Balaj. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because its faces can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On on the ground. It's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Mills on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Mills again. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. To throw is Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The drive will start with an option going left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That puts a good dent into their 1st down setback. It's a pickup of 16. They'll run here with Balazs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling courses early on. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Angelo Blackson there to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw, Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. He'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go now, let's go.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Completion here to Claypool. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texas 40-yard line.
On second down, Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Fields on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Out to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A shotgun snap, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields throwing again. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Fields buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Now Fields. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure executed in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One play action. Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. John Simon that time coming through to make the play.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And quickly they get to the line. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The open scheme going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 39. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Fields trying to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Brate.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. Now he's flushed out left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to play for Houston. On the return is Pettis. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks him. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Pierce. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Off play action. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Balaj. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll roll him out right. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. At their own 25-yard line. To throw, Mills. And break, the tight end's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mills. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mills looking to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th-quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Mills and the Texans. Down 28-20, a minute 40 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Mills. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mills throw completed to Mechie. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mills to the air again. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mills now. Caught left side by Mechie. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
To
way.
throw again on 2nd down. Mills fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they